I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Western voice actors have got to be probably one of the worst people to work for, I would imagine, because they seem to be completely taken over by identity politics, which is so funny to me because when it comes to voice acting should be that one particular role, that one particular job that should not be taken over by identity politics. The whole idea of voice acting is to use your voice to act. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It has nothing to do with what you physically look like because at the end of the day, you're not going to be physically seen whatsoever in the content that you're creating. So your voice should have nothing to do with the identity politics at play. And yet for some reason, when it comes to Western voice actors, they want to tie identity politics into a job that shouldn't have it in the first place. I don't get it. And it comes from a place of privilege. That's what it really is. It comes from a place of looking for something that's not there, right? So these people are so comfortable in their lives. They are so comfortable in what's going on around them that they have to find something to be upset about. They have to find something to be offended about. And with Western voice actors, it seems to be racism. So let's get into the article, guys, from Bounding Into Comics. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. Now, we have a headline that says Western voice actors cry racism after Viz Media recasts Aniris and brings back Wendy Lee as YORUICHI for Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. I apologize if I butcher those names. I'm not very good at them. It says a number of English voice actors have accused Viz Media of racism over their decision to have YORUICHI, original voice actress Wendy Lee, rather than her temporary and more diverse successor, Aniris, portray the ninja in Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. Now, again, there's no reason. There is zero reason. You will never convince me, and I'll just be honest of my bias. You will never, ever convince me that there can be any sort of tie from skin color and the way you look into a voice actor job. I have seen so many different voice actors pull off voices and characters that I never could have imagined they pulled off, and they look nothing like the character, and yet when you hear their voice, you know that is the character. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that your skin color and your identity politics will ever fit into the voice actor role and job, and yet they are trying to make it a thing because they need something to tie to. You understand? Like, they need some sort of lazy activism to tie to, and in this scenario, it has to do with voice acting. So it says, as previously reported, Quiñones was originally cast as YORUICHI after a purported scheduling snafu left Viz Media and dubbing studio Studiopolis with the belief that Lee was unavailable to reprise the role for 1,000-Year Blood War. However, after it was brought to the studio's attention, thanks assumingly in no small part to the fan backlash of her recasting, that the voice actress was not only available for, but also still interested in the role, Viz Media changed course and gave the part back to Lee. Oh, so it seems like there might be a little bit more to this story than simply scheduling conflicts, because it looks like when Lee was recasted, there was a massive fan backlash regarding her recasting for a more diverse, actress, a voice actress, and now it seems like they have changed course and try to go back the other way. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, to be honest with you, but I can't really speak on that. It says there was a misunderstanding that YORUICHI was part of the list of the original cast members who was unavailable to participate in Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, explains Studiopolis in an official statement provided to Anime News Network. In error, our casting coordinator offered Anarias the role. By the time this error came to our attention, it was too late to correct before episode 22 was released. We would like to take this opportunity to apologize once again and express how much we appreciate their talents and enjoy working with Anarias and Wendy, who will both continue to add their voice work to Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, with Wendy as YORUICHI and Anarias as Hiyori. So it's not like they fired this person completely off the project. They just decided to put them back to a different role and gave Lee the original role that she had. So what is the problem here? Again, why are we interjecting identity politics into a voice actor role? It doesn't belong here, and it never will belong here. And the fact that you're trying to make this a thing, this is why Sung Woo, whatever the hell his name was, Cho, Prozod, like, this is why he got roasted in my other video, is because he tried to make it seem like identity politics belongs, and then when studios start playing identity politics, he gets upset that his roles have been limited to just Asian characters. You can't get mad, bro. Like, that's the thing. Like, these voice actors don't realize that by doing this, you are going to limit your roles. And I understand their mindset. Their mindset is just like every other freaking liberal in Silicon Valley. Their mindset is, rules for thee, not for me, right? So, like, you can't have a role because you don't fit that race, but don't tell me I can't have a role because I don't fit that race. That's unfair. That's racism. You know what I mean? So that's their mindset. Rules for thee, not for me. They're trying to do this because they think it's not going to affect them personally. And then when it actually does affect them personally, all of a sudden they want to get their panties in a twist and go crazy on Twitter. And that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. So it says shortly after this change was announced, some of Lee's colleagues in the voice acting industry took to social media to express their disagreement with what they saw as Viz Media being convinced by racists to rob a POC voice actor of their duty entitled role. Jesus Christ, man. You guys make it sound like you are on a battlefield right now. Seriously, like you guys are voice actors. You are not on a battlefield. Okay, this is not Normandy. You're not fighting for your lives over here. So stop trying to make it seem like it's something grander than it actually is. It says recasting YORUICHI is not a harmless act, wrote the voice of Terry in The Dragon Prince, Benjamin Collins. Actions like this set a standard for racist bigots who watch the show. It tells them if we scream loud enough, we can get POC uncast. That's not what it is at all. Studios, stand behind your POC voice actors, he then stressed. The fact that you have to keep saying this is disgusting. Why can't you stand by your non-POC voice actors? Why does it always have to be stand by your POC voice actors? That makes no sense. Why can't it be the other? And look how these people look. Look how these people look. Seriously, it's not even a person of color that's complaining about this. Is anybody shocked about that? It never is. It very rarely is. Vanessa Benoit, the English actress voice of Yukiko in Five Studios' Girls Idol project, declared Quinonia's uncasting was the reason why POC voices are vocal about accurate representation in casting. Every time we take a step forward, the discriminatory decisions of big companies make us take several steps backwards. She said this whole thing is genuinely vile. And of course, all the emojis in the profile. I'm not surprised at all. These people are unhinged. They really are. They are genuinely unhinged if they have to see skin color in whatever the voice actor is. Like, it's not even physically possible. That's the funny thing. Like, if you didn't know what the person looked like, you wouldn't care. You get what I'm saying? If you hear their voice in the show, that's all that matters, is their voice. When you look at the credit scenes, right, and you see their names in the credit rolls, it doesn't say what their race and ethnicity is next to their name. It just says their name. So why would you assume what they look like based off of their name? And why does it matter in the first place? It doesn't matter. It never matters. They just want to make it matter because it's another reason to get rid of white people in roles as they try to do their POC bullshit takeover of places where they don't actually belong. If you're not the best person for the role, you don't deserve the role, period. Whether you're a POC or a white person, it doesn't matter. But of course, it seems to only matter when it comes to POC people, that if they're not the best for the role, then they should just get casted anyway because they have the right skin color. Just think about that notion for a second. It says Dao, who provides the voice of the Suhiko Thunderbolt in the video game Master Detective Archives Raincode, passive-aggressively chastised. Generally speaking, it's cool when productions don't kowtow to racist losers throwing tantrums about diversity hires in their anime dubs. Kit Harrison, Harriet in How to Train Your Dragon, additionally attacked anime fans over Naris and casting. It's really noticeable, by the way, that some anime fans will happily rail on dubs as shit for years and then suddenly be extremely invested in their integrity and quality when doing so means that a talented black actress can have abuse hurled at her. Is this person black? Absolutely not. Never is. Never ever is, ladies and gentlemen. There wasn't a single person of color that was complaining in this entire fucking scenario. Not a single person of color. And of course, we have this situation where all these white liberals want to pretend like they're going to be some sort of a savior by virtue signaling online and complaining that a black actress didn't get this role. Fuck you, man. Seriously, you guys are literally losers. There's no reason why. You have one of the easiest jobs, most cushy jobs in the world. Use your voice to voice a character, and you're over here complaining as if you're on some sort of identity politics battlefield because you're trying to interject that and your politics into your job. Like, don't do that. This is not where this belongs. It doesn't belong in anime. It sure as fuck doesn't belong in any sort of cartoon, and you're trying to interject it anyway because of reasons. Like, this is why I love reading manga, because with manga, I could put whatever fucking voice I want to put when I'm reading that damn character, and that's all there is to it. And I don't got to worry about some fucking Emily with fucking 10 emojis in her bio trying to tell me that I'm racist for thinking of a voice a certain way. I don't have to deal with that. With manga, I just read it and move on. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.